Well, hello again, and welcome to another edition of Weird News and Wacky History, a look behind the scenes of what's been happening throughout the years. I'm your host, Pastor Roland Moss, that old weird history dude. Have you noticed that not everybody's playing fair? Let's take a look today at Somebody's Cheating. Ludwig von Beethoven was a genius, no doubt about it. But nature played a cruel trick on him. Despite beginning his musical career at age 9, each passing year saw his hearing slowly fading. But Beethoven would not go quietly into that dark, quiet night. He snarled, "I will choke on the throat of fate. It will never make me succumb." True to his word, from 1803 to 1812, as his hearing grew dimmer and dimmer, his output soared. During that decade, he produced an opera, 6 symphonies, 4 concertos, 5 string quartets, 6 sonatas, and 7 piano sonatas, and 4 overtures, 4 trios, 2 sextets, and 5 sets of piano variations. And we can't forget the 72 songs that he wrote. How in the world could a steadily deafening composer produce so much in the growing silence? He cheated. Brilliant man that he was, he discovered bone conduction, inserting a wooden stick into the sounding board of his pianoforte and then biting down on it as he played transmitted the vibrations directly to his inner ear. In an era when the working of the ear was largely a mystery, Beethoven found bone conduction helped him keep hearing despite his increasing deafness. The Olympics have also witnessed a rash of cheaters. Spiron Belikos in 1896, Fred Lors in 1904, Nora Ratkin in 1936, Boris Ornichenko in 1976, Madeline and Margaret de Jesus in 1984, Ben Johnson in 1988, Marion Jones in 2000. All these folks tried to cheat their way to an Olympic gold medal. Breaking world-class sporting events rules is nothing new. There were 3 forms of ancient Greek cheating. 1. Bribing another athlete to purposely let them win. 2. Being paid to compete in another city-state rather than their own. And number 3. Using eye gouging, biting, and testicle twisting. Ouch. Remember, these athletes did compete naked. All were blatant examples of foul play and forbidden trickery. This was a serious offense. All competitors and judges publicly swore an oath over a recently slaughtered shank of boar's meat to abide by the rules. Cheating openly insulted the gods, and the punishment for rule breaking was harsh. Offenders were severely beaten with rods, a punishment reserved for slaves. Then they were heavily fined. The money underwrote the cost of erecting a bronze statue of Zeus that would prominently display the cheaters' names for all to see at the stadium's entrance. The ancient Olympic arena still has the basis for 16 cheater statues. But one set of brothers thought they could surely beat the system. There are marathons, and then there are ultra-marathons, the most famous of these being the Comrades Marathon. Instead of 26.2 miles, the Comrades Ultramarathon stretches a body-destroying 56.1 miles along the rugged South African coastline. Approaching its 100th year, some 23,000 people attempt it every May. Most take 11 to 12 hours to finish, while the fastest do it in less than 6. Rescue vehicles follow along behind to pick up those who can't complete the run in under 13 hours. Prizes are awarded based on the runner's age, class, and time, and can net up to $10,000. Most donate their winnings to charity, content in the bragging rights. Not surprisingly, cheating abounds. One of the most creative was Sergio Motosanong. Hailing from the remote South African village of Kwakwa, he finished 8th in the 1999 Comrades race. But something seemed off about his finish. But it was a set of photos that gave the scam away. One showed Sergio with his wristwatch on his left arm, later it was on his right wrist. Sergio ducked into porta potties, swapped clothes with his identical twin Fika, and then created their own relay team. The 2 claimed poverty as the reason for cheating. Both were permanently banned from the race. Even John Wayne wasn't immune from a little bit of friendly cheating. John Wayne loved chess, often playing several games simultaneously, but opponents learned to watch him very carefully. While filming Chisholm in 1969, Wayne befriended co-star Christopher Mitchum, son of his buddy Robert Mitchum. Soon they were playing chess together, but the younger man was amazed at what he saw. He had huge hands, and for the first couple of days we were playing, he'd reach out to move a piece with his finger, and his thumb would slide a rook over. And I'm looking at this thinking, this man's cheating at chess. I didn't know what to do, and of course he was creaming me because he was getting in 2 moves to every one of mine. Complaining to fellow actor Ed Faulkner, Faulkner told him to confront Wayne. "He's just playing with you." "Just like that?" asked Mitchum, in awe of the legendary actor. "Yeah, just tell him to knock it off." Next time Wayne double moved, Mitchum swallowed hard, then spoke up. "Excuse me, Duke, but you're cheating." With a twinkle in his eye, Wayne responded, Well, I was wondering when you were going to say something. Set 'em up. We'll play again. The between the scenes chess game suddenly got a whole lot more competitive. That's about all the time we have for this episode of Weird News and Wacky History, a look behind the scenes of what's been happening throughout the years. I'm your host, Pastor Roland Moss, author, historian, and speaker, hoping that all of your history may be just a bit weird.